Hello people, today I'm going to show you how to make a high protein vegan meal. This is all the ingredients you're going to need. Just peas, Goya beans, I prefer this brand, and these Light Life Smart Dogs. I got these 2 for $6 at Target, so yeah, pretty much. So yeah, this is all you're going to need. You're just going to need 2.5 cups of peas, this whole can of Goya, and yeah, all of these Smart Dogs. I think there's like 8 links, yeah. So yeah, here, pretty much 100 grams of protein, 1,000 calories. That's all it is. Okay, first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to cut these links into small pieces. Right, it's pretty easy. I mean, I can't really do it with holding the camera, so I'll just show you the finished product. So there you go. It's all in small pieces. I cut it with this knife, but you can pretty much cut it with any knife you want, and it's not that hard to cut through. Yeah. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. This seems like a shit ton of fucking peas. The whole freaking bag said it had 2.5 cups, but I call bullshit on that. So yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much cook these, measure it, and actually get 2.5 cups, because that's all you really freaking need. I mean, this is 1 cup, guys. It does not look like there's 2.5 of these in this freaking pan. That's just not, it just doesn't look like it, man. So just to be more accurate, I'm gonna use the scale right over there. If you don't have a scale, all you really need is, you could really just use this cup. It's gonna be probably the same. So, they usually sell that everywhere, like Stop and Shop or whatever. These things right here, they're measuring cups. But yeah, I call bullshit. This is definitely not 2.5 of those. So yeah, I'm just gonna cook these, wait for the water to boil, and yeah, I'm gonna measure it and see how many grams it is, because right here it says 1 serving is 85 grams. So okay, yeah. So I measured it and it's 426, 425, same difference. Yeah. Apparently I was right, but I mean, it's still a shit ton of vegetables. I didn't realize how much vegetables there were, but I mean, for me, it's not really a problem. But if you have like a very small appetite, I would suggest not eating this in one meal. Yeah, pretty much. It's still 1,000 calories. It's still going to be 1,000 calories for 100 grams. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably feed this to my dog. I don't know where he is. Yeah. Use any can of beans you want. If you like black beans, use them, but the only reason I'm not using them is because the thing is broke off and I don't have a can opener. I mean, I do, but it's broken. So I'm just gonna use this, and I'm gonna rinse it out in this thing. Just rinsed it out. I'm just rinsing it right now just to get all that stuff out. It's a lot easier to use with my hands, so okay, so yeah, right now I just threw everything in the pan. Don't want to stir it. Oh god. It just went flying out. So you're pretty much just gonna want to stir it. I have it on high heat. I like cooking like that. Pretty much. I don't use any oil or anything. It doesn't really work. This is a non-stick pan. I use water. I don't use oil. So yeah, sounds good. So yeah, this is like a lot of protein, lots of like a crap ton of fiber. Like the fiber in this is over 9,000, like serious. This is very good for keeping you satiated. It's like just eating all of this will like keep you so satiated. You will feel full after eating this. There's no doubt in my mind. And pretty much you can use a Goya. Jesus Christ! These are just falling everywhere. Sorry about that. So yeah, you can use Goya seasoning, all-purpose, just sprinkle some on there. I mean, if you're like watching your sodium intake, then just don't. But I mean, pretty much, sodium isn't really that bad. Like, it raises your blood pressure and stuff. But yeah, if you exercise and drink a lot of water, like over a gallon a day, then you really don't need to worry too much about sodium. So there it is, guys. 100 grams of protein, all in one meal, 1,000 calories. Obviously, that's not the whole thing. I'm gonna finish that later. And I just wanted to make this video just to show that you don't need to use animals to get arbitrary protein numbers. Because honestly, you don't really need more than 100 grams of protein. I mean, no, actually, scratch that. 100 grams of protein, chances are, that's all you really need. And if you're probably not eating 1,000 calories a day unless you want to starve yourself or something. But even if you are, you'd still probably feel very full with this meal. I have a very large appetite, so this pretty much satisfies me a lot. And when I eat this, I usually am not very hungry afterwards. My stomach capacity is really large. However, if you're a person who has the stomach capacity of a squirrel, I would suggest not eating this all at once. Obviously, just eat it throughout the day. But again, like I said before, you don't need to do this. You don't need to make this to hit. I'm not saying that this is if you want to hit protein numbers, this is what you got to do. You know, there's like protein and everything, guys. You don't really need a lot of protein. Research has shown that even if you're a weightlifter, all you need is 0.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight at a minimum. That's all you need. Which for like a 200-pound man is like below 150 grams of protein, like between like 130, 150 grams of protein, somewhere around there. So that's all you really need, guys. Yeah, and this is pretty much hitting for a 200-pound man. Like that would pretty much hit over to 66% of what they will need for protein. And yeah, you can. I just wanted to make this video to show that you do not need to use animals to hit the protein numbers. You do not. This is way more healthier, no cholesterol whatsoever. None of the bad stuff that comes with meat when you get the protein or dairy or any other animal product. And it's good for you, man. This stuff's good for you. I mean, it has some of this. I would not suggest using the seasoning if you're watching sodium, but it definitely gives it flavor. But I've tasted it without it, and it doesn't taste like as bad. Definitely though, if you're watching sodium, I would not use the seasoning. That has a lot of sodium. I only use that because I love flavor. But generally speaking, if you are an active person, you don't really need to watch sodium. You pretty much can, and you're drinking a lot of water throughout the day. I'm talking about over 1 gallon of water a day. You do not need to watch sodium. I wouldn't say so, because you could just sweat it out and drink it, urinate it out. So yeah. So this is pretty much, I think this can fit pretty much any diet. I don't think there's any gluten in it or anything. So, and it's healthy for you. It's good for you. Okay. I'm gonna enjoy this meal, and thanks for watching.